Right now, your brain is desperately looking for a reason to turn this video off. You know that feeling. Last night you built the perfect life plan. You wrote down all your goals in a notebook. And today, by the afternoon, you gave into your smartphone screen again. Your energy is spread thin across dozens of unfinished tasks. And with each passing day, that sticky feeling of guilt only gets heavier. You call yourself lazy. You think something is wrong with you. But what if the greatest swordsman in history felt exactly the same way? Miyamoto Musashi emerged victorious from 60 deadly duels. He became a symbol of absolute, unshakable discipline. But very few people know that his most terrifying opponent was not someone else's steel. That enemy was his own mind. A mind that every morning begged him to quit the brutal training, stay in the warmth, and choose comfort. Musashi was not a cyborg. He was a human being whose nervous system, just like yours, tried to avoid pain. And he found a way to break this ancient survival mechanism. He used a concept that today could be called the Lotus method. If you leave now, you will remain trapped in the endless loop of "I'll do it tomorrow." But if you watch until the end, you'll get an algorithm that can permanently change your approach to hard work. Let's be honest, your biggest problem right now is chaos. You're trying to juggle hundreds of goals at the same time. You want to build a profitable business, learn a new language, get the perfect body in the gym. And at the same time, watch every new series that comes out. You open 20 tabs in your browser. Your mind is torn apart. Imagine your brain as a computer. When too many programs are open, the RAM gets overloaded and the system starts to freeze. That's exactly what happens to your psyche every single day. When young Musashi tried to train with the same chaos in his mind, he failed. The Shaolin monks, from whom he drew wisdom, spoke simply and harshly. A chaotic mind creates chaotic actions. You think success means doing a lot. The modern world screams this at you. Be productive, do 10 things at once, be everywhere. But Musashi realized that success is about doing one thing. But with terrifying, total concentration. When he struck with a wooden sword, his entire life was in that strike. No past, no future, only the moment of the strike. But how do you force your fragmented mind to focus on one difficult task? How do you make yourself sit down and work when everything inside you screams, protests, and demands cheap dopamine? This is where the philosophy of the lotus comes in. Look at this flower. It's not just a beautiful plant. It's the perfect metaphor for your path. The lotus does not grow in crystal clear water. It begins at the very bottom, in thick, black, foul-smelling mud. The roots of the lotus must feed on that mud in order to break through the dark water and bloom on the surface as a flawless flower. Your constant anxiety, your fear of difficult tasks, your irresistible urge to check your phone, this is your muddy water. This is your dirt. What do you do every day? You try to escape from that dirt. The moment work becomes uncomfortable, the moment a task requires effort and brain power, you immediately run to social media. You are terrified of being alone with that unpleasant feeling of resistance. The Lotus method demands the exact opposite. It demands that you sit in the mud. The next time you try to start a difficult project and feel an overwhelming urge to distract yourself, don't move, freeze, don't open another tab, don't pick up your phone. Just sit there and look at your fear. Give yourself exactly 60 seconds of silence. Your brain will start to panic. In neuroscience, this is called the activation of the amygdala, the fear center. Your mind will behave like a wild monkey locked in a small cage. It will beg you to do something pleasant just to release the tension. And this is where 99% of people make a fatal, destructive mistake. They start fighting themselves. You tell yourself, I have to pull myself together. Why am I such a weak person? I must force myself to work right now. You create enormous internal tension. You spend 70% of your limited energy hatting your own laziness, and you physically have no strength left for the task itself. Musashi understood this trap. He realized that aggressive fighting against your own mind only creates even stronger resistance. So he turned to the art of Wu Wei, the ancient concept of non-forcing. This does not mean lying on the couch and waiting for enlightenment. It means stopping the fight against the current. When water in a mountain river meets a massive boulder, it doesn't try to smash through it or push it away. It doesn't get angry at the rock. It simply flows gently around it. Over time, that soft water can destroy any obstacle. When your brain screams and resists hard work, don't scold it, don't fight it, just acknowledge it. My brain is afraid of effort right now because it has been programmed this way by millions of years of evolution. Become a calm observer. Allow the discomfort to simply exist. The moment you stop resisting your own imperfection, the grip will loosen. Your anxiety will lose its power over you. In that sudden, cleansing silence, you will remove the label from the task. You will stop seeing it as an enemy. You will simply take the first step. No drama, no artificial motivation from the internet, just as a fact. Calm your mind, choose one single goal for the next hour, accept the mud, deliver one precise strike. But there is one more crucial element. Without it, this entire elegant system will collapse on the second or third day. And this is exactly where almost everyone fails when trying to change their life. The expectation of immediate results. You delivered that one focused strike. You worked the entire day without distractions or mindless scrolling. You go to bed thinking, so where is my triumph? Where is my money? Why hasn't my life dramatically changed yet? And the next morning, not seeing a miracle in the mirror or in your bank account, you give up. You return with relief to the old, warm chaos. Remember the lotus again. It grows in complete darkness beneath heavy, muddy water. Slowly, millimeter by millimeter, it does not rush time. It does not scream at nature demanding the sun shine brighter. It knows that its unmatched beauty lies in absolute patience. Your brain was built over decades. For years, you trained it to crave cheap, instant pleasures. You cannot rewrite its neural pathways in one short evening. Impatience is a form of ego. For some reason, you think the vast world should reward you immediately just because you finally decided to try a little harder and work with focus. Let go of deadlines. Allow your path to unfold at the speed it must. The real secret is not reaching the finish line faster than everyone else while burning yourself out along the way. The secret is not stopping. One small action every day, one conscious strike of the wooden sword in the courtyard. You will make mistakes. That is inevitable. You will have bad days when old habits win and you waste time again. And that is completely normal. Your main task is not to be perfect. Your task is to return to focus faster than you did yesterday. And one day, almost without noticing it yourself, you will break through the surface of the water. People around you will be genuinely surprised by how much strength, discipline, and crystal clarity you have. And you will smile, knowing that all of it grew from the very mud they are still desperately trying to escape. I walk this path myself every single day, and the best insights I've discovered about managing attention, combining intense work, and building a truly strong mindset.